other. Oh, it's going to be like in the fall. Yes, no, maybe. What? Who says what?
Well, as far as rumblings about it coming back, we've heard a lot of stuff about that. Just because you'll go out there and people are just walking around like it's back to normal.
Mm.
You know, I went to the store, to the park the other day, and I could count on one hand how many people had a mask on. Everybody is just, back to their regular scheduled
It's over.
activities. And the sad thing about the virus is that people could be asymptomatic. So you don't have to see a person coughing before you put a mask on. You could have, a regular person looking like me and you, and we could spread this virus to, several other people. So,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
in my personal opinion, I think it's going to take a while. They're doing the phase 1 opening to see if it works or not. Hopefully it will, but I'm very skeptic about, we going back to, a shutdown probably.
So if we were to say, if I were to ask each of you to choose a number of how many months from now you'll think things will be somewhat, what number would that be, Sherry?
Oh gosh, I have no idea. I would
Okay.
think it would be maybe another year before until the vaccine comes.
So another year. Karen, what are your thoughts?
My projection is like maybe around October before, things start, calming down a little bit.
Calming down a little bit, Danielle.
I would say like 6 to 12 months.
6 to 12 months. Okay. All right. So next question is right around the halfway mark. Since we this first started, stories were breaking where some nurses were reporting that once the pandemic was over, that they would most likely not return to nursing. Have you heard anything about this? And if so, how do you feel about that?
I've heard people say that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Danielle, you shook your head too.
I,
You
I
haven't?
Yeah, I heard people say it, and I feel bad for them because those are the people that are dealing with not having the proper PPE, getting forced to work under unsafe conditions, having to take care of patients that they're not skilled for. So I get it. And I feel
So it's different all through the country, depending on what healthcare provider you're working for, what hospital, what things are provided for you, the income of the people that come to your hospital. Because if you're at a county hospital as opposed to a Kaiser Permanente kind of thing, it's probably different. Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Definitely.
Wow.
I
Wow.
can say, like, personally, when this happened, I felt such a rush. I tried to go to New York to get on the front lines in New York because, like, this is literally like why I became a nurse, and I really wanted to get in and be in where it was the worst. But I more than ever absolutely love. I love going to work. I'm so grateful and appreciative that I'm in the space that I'm in right now.
Beautiful. Ladies, and it's okay because I already talked to the network about if we went over because they know me. I ain't never on time. So I have a final question, and I want it to be at each. We're going to have 4 parts, like I told you. We had the kids, now we have you. Then we're going next in 2 weeks. We're going to have the mortuary services people, and then finally people within the system, COs and prisoners. But I'm going to ask this final question to everybody. And it's interesting because I'll tell you beforehand, when I asked the 19 kids, they all said the same exact answer. So we're going to see how that bodes tonight. The question is, if we could use a magic button right here at my desk, and I could mute the mouths of everyone in the world except yours, and they had to listen to you. Based on what you've experienced since this began, COVID-19, what would be the one thing that if everyone could hear you, you would say, you would tell us, you would share with us? Why don't we start with you, Danielle?
take it serious, take precautions, and be safe.
Take it seriously, take precautions, and be safe. Absolutely. Karen?
It's not fake news. It's real. People are dying, not because you haven't or have a family member that have, encountered this virus. You feel that it's fake news. It's not. Take this seriously and be safe.
Yes. Okay. Sherry?
I agree. It needs to be taken seriously. And what I would say to everybody is we have the power. Everybody in society has the power to stop this progression and for us to get back to normal faster. And it just, we all have to take, we're all uncomfortable. This is not fun for anybody. But if we could just hold out and be responsible, it would be better for everybody.
I agree. Thank you all. As we get out of here, one final thing. As by a show of hands, I asked this to all the kids too. How many of you have known someone in your personal realm, friend or family, someone outside of a patient, if you will, that has been tested positive for this virus? By a show of hands. Everybody. How many of you have known someone that has either passed away or a family member within someone you know closely has died from this? All of you. Not patients, real people in your lives. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. There it is. I thank you all. I honor you. I uplift you. I thank you for understanding your calling, because what you do it's not a job. It's not a career. It is a calling. I know that there are no mistakes in this universe, merely blessings and miracles that are in the making. And you all are proof. I can't tell you that we cannot do what you do. You were chosen for this, and you chose in return to do this. And so we honor you, we uplift you, and we thank you for understanding your calling and for showing up every day and giving us a way to stay alive. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Sherry, thank you for helping getting these ladies here. It was great. If there's anything Bathrobe Moments or Lauren Michaels Harris can ever do for any of you, all you have to do is call. I guarantee you I'll be right there.
Definitely. Thanks for the offer.
Thank you all so much. Thank you. God bless you.
Bye.
Oh, wow. Thank you. You guys, that was absolute awesomeness. I want to thank all of you. I took you over a few minutes late, but you know what? So be it. Share this out. Get it out there. Let people hear what these wonderful people had to say. These wonderful women, these warriors out on the front line, forgotten voices. No one's gone in and shoved a mic in front of their faces, but we did it. Bathrobe Moments. And thank you to E360 Television and for my sponsor, Symposium.us, for standing behind me and promoting what we're doing here with this 4-part series, Forgotten Voices. I'm Lauren Michaels Harris. I'll see you back here in a couple weeks when we speak to the funeral directors from across the country who have a lot to say about what's been going on from their end of this story. I'll see you then. Keep in the meantime, remember, in order to be the blessing, you've got to see the blessing. God bless you and stay safe.